quick, I guess I should look up the trivia for you, huh?
Professor Xavier, I'd like you to meet Alison Crestmere.
Hello, Alison. Welcome to the Institute. How are
It's
you?
about one.
A little confused,
Let's
but
stop
I'm okay.
after we do the conversation.
That's understandable.
And then we'll do, in the next video...
Perhaps
we'll do,
Jean
like, all
could
the
take you on a
stuff.
tour of the mansion.
Okay.
Or would you prefer that I show you the true purpose of the Institute in the sub-basement?
That and that. Keep those. And go back to that.
Why was I brought here?
Why was I brought here?
You were brought here for your own protection.
Yeah,
The
that's what
people
they
who
all
attacked
say.
you in New York City were members of the Brotherhood of Mutants. They can be extremely dangerous.
As the
Perhaps,
X-Men.
which is why it would be best for you to stay at the mansion, at least until we determine exactly why the Brotherhood attempted to kidnap you.
Forgot, it'll auto-progress the conversations forward, too.
Why was I brought here?
You were brought
One we
So
missed
they
was
could
this
come
one,
after
so
me
they
again?
Could come after me again.
Perhaps.
Are you the
Are
leader?
you the leader of the X-Men?
I prefer to think of myself as their mentor. I leave team leadership to Cyclops or Storm.
But you brought them together, right?
Charlie, stop
Yes.
playing on the wrapping paper.
I started with Cyclops and several others. As time passed, I found more mutants who were capable of handling the responsibilities of being an X-Man.
Who's the Brotherhood?
Who's the Brotherhood?
The Brotherhood is an unruly collection of mutants who consider themselves above humanity. They operate outside the law and use their abilities to further their misguided desires.
But what do they want?
They've labeled themselves Homo Superior and believe they will inherit
Super
the
gay.
Earth. But they are far from meek.
Okay, let's
I'd like
talk
Jean
with
to show me around.
It would be my pleasure. As you move from room to room, I'll give you a little information on the X-Men.
Once you're done with Jean's tour, come back here and I'll show you the sub-basement.
Lead the way, Alison.
Where is the extraction point? Their object... Ah, I forgot, the sub-basement.
I have to go to the sub-basement to get to the extraction point, don't I?
Yeah.
Okay. How best do we do this? Okay, what's Professor X's computer?
I think bio's on the X-Men.
Did you have a question, Alison?
This house is too cool. Who owns it?
The Xavier Mansion is owned by Professor Charles Xavier. Once it was his family's estate, but he had bigger plans.
Looks as if it hasn't changed since it was first built.
Oh, it's had quite a bit of remodeling over the years, but we're very fussy about keeping things as close to the original design as possible.
This place is huge. What kind of things are here?
The mansion has dormitories for the students, a swimming pool, a library, and a huge lawn should you feel the need to stretch your legs.
Who's Professor Xavier?
Professor Xavier, or Professor X as some call him, is the founder of the X-Men, but perhaps more importantly, he's a teacher.
What subject does he teach?
Yes.
Humanities. He's trying to help mutants and non-mutants learn that they can live together peacefully.
So, Professor Xavier's a mutant too?
Oh yes. He's the most powerful telepath alive.
Thanks. I'll ask again if I need more info.
Okay, we have now talked to Jean. Game tip. There are many wonders to be found in the Xavier Mansion. Feel free to explore everything that the mansion has to offer. Here you can access movies, view comic covers, or visit the Danger Room. Okay, let's check Professor X's computer. Review X-Men bios. We have Wolverine. This version of Wolverine is See, Logan is a man who's a mystery even to himself, a victim of vicious experiments at Weapon X laboratories. Wolverine's memories have been severely damaged. Who he is and where he came from may be lost to him forever, but one thing is certain, he's the best at what he does. Born in Canada, worked for Department H. Let's see, left his homeland to work for Charles Xavier and the X-Men. Mutant ability to quickly heal physical damage. Also has claws he can extend and retract from the back of his hands. Adamantium fused to his bones, making his skeleton virtually indestructible. Acute sense of smell. Cyclops. Real name Scott Summers. Duty. Team leader. Blast of energy. From absorbing solar energy. See, Brother Alex forced to jump from a burning plane. Injured, cannot control optic blasts. Special glasses with ruby quartz lenses. And Jean. Fifth X-Men. Marvel Girl, rarely used. Ha 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 ha, yeah. Wolverine calls her red. Telepathic, telekinetic. Few mutants strong enough to operate Cerebro. Problems with controlling her power, introducing the Phoenix concept.
Very Mary Sue.
It depends.
Jean Grey is by her very nature Mary Sue.
I don't know. I don't think so, but... Open the door.
Welcome to the Xavier Institute, Alison.
Okay.
What room is this?
The library is one of the most popular rooms in the house. There's a wide variety of literature here, from Shakespeare to comic books. It's an interesting mishmash of styles, kind of like the X-Men.
Who are you?
My name is Jean Grey, and I've been an X-Man most of my life.
Today, in New York City, were you talking to people with your thoughts?
Yes. My mutant abilities deal with telepathy and telekinesis.
You're a mutant?
Yes, I am. You'd be hard put to find someone around here who isn't.
I didn't think there were many people like me.
Our numbers are growing, and it's nothing to be ashamed of, Alison. Even though there are a few people who would like you to be.
You're telepathic?
I have the ability to read minds and communicate mentally.
And telekinesis means you can list stuff with your thoughts, right?
Exactly. I've grown quite powerful at it over the years, but I doubt I'll ever master it.
Thanks for the info.
Okay.
Now basically we just run from room to room.
Review comics. Wolverine. +2 strike, +2 agility. Ultimate X-Men number 33. And Magma. New Mutants.
Mutant.
I didn't notice what was the Magma ability.
I did not notice either.
Yeah, and it's gone now. When you
Yeah.
first load it up, it tells you, what bonuses you've gained. Okay, no need to talk to Jean. Okay, to the right.
Classes are held here, Monday through Friday. The students receive a full curriculum in math, history, physics, and a wide variety of other topics.
I don't think there's anything to do in here. Back to the library.
Charlie,
the
whatever
hall.
you're doing, stop it.
Can't open that door.
This is the sitting room. It's a great place to kick back and relax. Needless to say, this room doesn't get a lot of use by the X-Men.
What a shame.
Okay, door open to the left, which is stairs.
This is the Dayroom. It's beautiful, isn't it? There are times I find it hard to believe there's a high-tech underground level beneath this grand old mansion.
An underground level?
Oh,
You
yes,
don't say.
but I'll leave that part of the tour to Professor Xavier.
Okay, this is reviewing movies, right?
Yeah.
Cinematics from the game. Don't actually need to do that.
Believe it or not, we do take the time to sit down every once in a while and have a meal together, just like any other family.
How do all few
I
dozen
can't
of you
picture
predict-
any of the
Yeah.
X-Men actually cooking a meal.
You haven't lived till you've tasted Pete's barbecue or Betsy's Cornish hen.
Can't do anything there. That's all of the ground level, isn't it? Or have I completely missed an area?
No, that's all the ground level. Now go on up to the dormitories.
I can't remember how to get down to the basement. Do you remember?
There's an elevator. But also that first time I don't think you can go down there without Professor X.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to talk to Jean.
The second floor of the mansion has bedrooms for many of the X-Men. Feel free to wander around and look in the rooms.
Which is kind of creepy. Okay, why does Jean have an exclamation point again?
Did you have a question, Allison?
Nope.
Thanks. I'll ask again if I need more info.
This is the second floor elevator. From here you can go to the first floor, or the sub-basement.
Except it won't let me in. Ah, there it is. X button.
Charlie, what are you
What you
doing?
doing, Charlie? Okay, nothing there.
There's a danger room disc there later, but not now.
Okay.
Charlie, leave Izzy alone. Look at him.
Uh-huh.
Why are you like this, Charles?
Pink.
This is
Whose
Rogue's
room
room.
is this?
You'll like her. She's a bit of a wild child.
She tends to get into trouble.
Well, Rogue did a few questionable things before joining the X-Men, but she's proven herself to be an invaluable member of our team.
If you don't mind me asking, what can she do?
It's a bit complicated, but her power deals with direct skin contact, which is why she always wears gloves.
Okay. Anything to click on in here? Just from what I remember, throughout the game, different things pop up in the rooms.
Ororo Munroe lives here. Her mutant abilities allow her to control the weather, which comes in handy with her favorite pastime, gardening.
Ororo. What a pretty name.
Her code name is Storm. She takes over as leader of the X-Men if Scott Summers isn't around.
Examine the desk. Handwritten letter lays on the desk. Forge, you still owe me that carriage ride and a dinner at Carini's. I plan on collecting that when you next visit. Out of the way.
But why would she get out of the way?
Really.
Bobby Drake stays here. His code name is Iceman.
Let me guess. He makes ice.
He can freeze almost any object instantly. I'd keep an eye on him if I were you. He's a real charmer.
Okay.
This room belongs to the ultimate man of mystery, Wolverine. Although he's a bit rough around the edges, Wolvie's the best friend you could ever want, and the worst enemy you could possibly
See if I can
imagine.
get his attention. There we go.
Flag. Hanging on the wall is a weathered Canadian flag with some writing on it. Come on back to the old varsity team anytime. Your friends at Alpha Flight. Shaman, Puck, Snowbird, Sasquatch, James, and Heather Hudson.
This is the home of Peter Rasputin. He's pure Russian from the top of his crew cut to the bottom of his size 18 feet. You'd never believe a body of steel could house such a gentle heart.
And you can review sketches, no concept art. Early Alison, which is about what she ended up looking like. There was something else. Easel. A paint-spattered easel holds a half-finished painting of the majestic and inspiring Ural Mountains. The painter is obviously very talented and a master of colored light and shadow. The brushes and oil paints sit neatly nearby. Now where are we? Nothing clickable here. Yes, there is. Play trivia game.
Ready? Or nah? Can't use that elevator right now.
Do you have... You got everything?
It's open.
Okay. We'll go ahead and do it. Rogue had once been romantically involved with which evil mutant?
What do you think?
I'm trying to remember.
Magneto?
I don't know the
Yeah.
X-Men very well.
It's Magneto.
The address for the X Mansion is
Grey Malkin Lane.
1407 Grimalkin Lane. Right?
Yeah.
Of these characters, which was the first X-Men? Puck, Beast, Angel, Banshee, Cyclops. Cyclops, right?
Yep.
Who isn't a member of the Brotherhood? Toad, Mystique, Gateway, Blob, Avalanche. Gateway?
Yep.
Name the machine Xavier uses to augment his psychic powers. Cerebro. Right?
Yeah, pretty obvious. Yes.
Why can't Cyclops control his optic blast? Head trauma suffered as a child.
Yep.
Gambit's father trained him to be a thief.
Yeah.
Nightcrawler is originally from Germany.
Correct.
When Jean Grey is overwhelmed by her powers, she becomes the Phoenix.
Yep. Why would she become Mystique?
Who is Cyclops' brother? Havoc, right?
Yep.
Moira McTaggart runs what facility? The Mutant Research Center on Muir Island, right?
Correct.
Who is not truly a mutant? Angel, Juggernaut, Magneto, Marrow, or Jubilee. Juggernaut, right?
Yep.
Wolverine was forced to slay the father of the woman he loved. What was the father's name?
I usually get that wrong. It's the first one. Shingen.
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 What kind of name is that?
Right?
Cyclops' father was leader of which group? The Starjammers, the Shi'ar, the Brood, the Hellfire Club, Department H. Starjammers?
Correct. Because clearly he was the leader of the Hellfire Club.
Yeah. Who developed Sentinels as a deterrent to mutants?
Bolivar Trask.
Bolivar Trask. The original X-Men went to the Coffee A Go-Go, might have been the 60s, to listen to a beatnik known as
Bernard the Poet,
I bet.
Yep.
Magneto's outer space base, Asteroid M, has also been referred to as Avalon, Camelot, Plan 9, the Inner Sanctum, or Genosha. Genosha?
Nope. Avalon. Genosha is something different. It's a tiny island in the middle of the Indian Ocean that he claimed for his own.
Who wears a helmet to protect against Juggernaut?
Yep.
The metal bonded to Wolverine's bones is adamantium.
Absolutely. What else would it be?
Which is a code name for Kitty Pryde? Polaris, Sprite, Siren, Destiny, Blink.
Sprite.
Sprite. I don't remember that one. Toad's real name is Mortimer Toynbee.
Yep.
Make it sound British. Aside from being a powerful telepath, Emma Frost can also turn into Diamond.
Yep.
Moira's son, Kevin McTaggart, was also known as Enigma?
Nope. Proteus.
Proteus.
Sauron.
Yeah, Sauron. For a short time, Jean Grey was a member of the Brotherhood, the Hellfire Club, the Morlocks, the Brood, the Four Horsemen.
The Hellfire Club. Well, she was basically being mind-controlled.
Which X-Man is immune to Rogue's power? Colossus.
And tell me why.
Because he can turn his skin into steel.
Correct.
Storm's biggest fear is water, heights, enclosed spaces, death, aging. Enclosed spaces?
Yep.
Who in this group is a mutant? I know Bobby Drake is a mutant.
Well, who do you think it is, then?
What is the Xavier Protocol? Files listing the secret identities of all known mutants, passwords to access Cerebro, top secret scenarios for the Danger Room, the security code to destroy the X Mansion, commands to control all satellite community. I'm guessing files listing the secret identities of all known mutants.
You are correct.
Professor Xavier built Cerebro with the aid of Magneto.
Correct.
Forge is a member of which Native American tribe? I'm gonna guess Apache?
Nope.
Sioux.
No.
Cheyenne.
Yes.
I knew it wasn't Hopi or Navajo. That was the only thing I know for sure, because nobody's ever Hopi or Navajo. They're always Sioux, Apache, or Cheyenne.
Well, he's Cheyenne.
The comic book X-Men #1 featured the X-Men and Magneto, appeared in 67, 71, 64, 68, or 63? 63?
Yes, sir.
Who is next in line to lead the X-Men if Cyclops is unable to? Storm.
Yeah, they kind of gave that away.
Yeah, early. Psylocke is from, depending on which Psylocke you're talking about, England.
Yeah, that's the answer they're going with here.
Where did Jubilee live for a short time? I don't know. The moon?
Hollywood shopping mall. She ran away from home and lived in a Hollywood shopping mall.
Okay. Cyclops derives the energy for his optic blast. Excuse me. Solar energy.
Correct.
When Shadow King first met Professor Xavier, he was known as, I have no idea.
And see, I never could get this right without a walkthrough either. Amal Farouk.
Amal Farouk. The Morlocks took their name from the H.G. Wells novel The Time Machine, should be.
Yep. The one that breaks the box. That's how I'll always remember it.
Gambit's power is the ability to charge things with kinetic energy.
Yep.
Jubilee is the unofficial sidekick of which X-Man? Wolverine.
Correct.
Against her will, Psylocke's mind was transferred into the body of a ninja.
Yep.
Juggernaut received his fantastic powers from a gem of Cyttorak.
Correct.
A nickname for Cyclops is Slim. Right?
Makes sense. Yeah.
Sabretooth and Wolverine worked together doing covert operations for the Shi'ar, Ahmet Abdal, the CIA, and Weapon X, Interpol, or Alpha Flight.
CIA and Weapon X.
Yeah, I was about to say, I know it has to do with Weapon X, so it must be that one. Kitty Pryde has a pet dragon named Lockheed.
Yep.
One name Mystique goes by, Mystique. Raven Darkholme.
She probably goes by all those names at some point, but yeah, Raven Darkholme. Like, there is no limit to the amount of names she's used, I'm
One
sure.
of Storm's favorite hobbies is gardening.
Correct.
In addition to Wolverine, who has been an experiment of the Weapon X program? Pyro, Ford, Sabretooth, Psylocke, Nightcrawler, Sabretooth.
Yep. Yep.
When did Colossus first turn into his metal form? When he was trying to save someone from a runaway tractor.
Saving his sister, specifically.
From a runaway tractor, right?
Yeah.
Because in Russia, it's all about the tractors. I'll explain that meme sometime. It's based on real life. The first 5 members of the X-Men were...
Third one.
Hang on. Try first from memory. I know Cyclops, and if they're going through 5, it's Jean Grey and Beast and Angel. Those are... I can remember those 4. No. I can't remember for sure Iceman,
Yeah.
but this is the only one that has the right combo.
Yeah, Iceman was actually one of the first 4 X-Men. No, not Beast. Jean Grey was the 5th.
Yeah, Jean Grey was 5th. So, Cyclops, Iceman, Angel, Beast, and Jean Grey.
Yep.
When do a mutant's powers normally first activate? During their teenage years.
Yep. Because it's a genetic thingy.
Rogue had once been romantically involved with which evil mutant?
XP0, you're done.
Oh, I finished it.
Yep.
Magma
leveled up
leveled up
twice.
twice. Jean Grey leveled up.
Yeah, but you can't do that right
Yeah, we'll save it. Alright, we're done in this room. We're done with this whole wing.
Have you done the other one yet, or nah?
The other wing?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
This is the direction we turned, remember?
No. Because I wasn't paying attention. I don't know.
This room belongs to Scott Summers. You met him in New York, the guy with the optic blasts. He was the very first X-Man, and he's the team leader.
Oh yeah, I remember him. He's kinda cute.
And he's taken.
And he's kinda spoken for.
Oh, I didn't mean to.
I'm just teasing, Allison. Scott and I have been together forever. I'm lucky to have him.
Well, it depends on the universe,
I was
Gene.
about to say, depends on the universe. A wooden frame picture of Jean sitting near the helm of a small sailing boat. Wearing a heavy sweater sits here. There is wind in her hair and the look on her face is joyful. Signed across the top is a message, to Scott, all my love.
But no, I'll be honest. Before the Scott Jean, Wolverine Jean thing, I'd never actually seen
This is
a
my
comic
bedroom.
book shipping
I've
war.
lived here off and on since I was a teenager. The X Mansion is pretty much the only real home I've ever known.
A stylized image of two hands holding a rose is propped up here. A sentiment is written across the top of the image, our love will bloom forever, Scott.
You are so cheesy, dude.
Did you have a question, Allison?
No.
No.
Thanks. I'll ask again if I need more info.
I just wanted to open the door.
This is your room, Allison. If you want it. I bet you'd find the mansion a
Convenient that
great
she has
place
a
to
room,
learn about
while
your abilities.
Psylocke and Emma Frost and
I'm not
Jubilee
sure
and
if I want to
all
learn
don't.
about them. After what happened in New York, maybe it'd be best if I never use them again.
But Allison, if you don't learn to control your abilities now, they could wind up causing far more damage later on.
I suppose you're right. Still, I don't know.
Inside the suitcase is a high school yearbook with a personal message to Allison. Hey girl, freshman year has been a total blast. Next year will be even better. As long as Mitch doesn't share our study hour again. What a lamer. I bet he's a mutie or something like on the news. Anyways, Mexico is calling my name. Have a great summer. Friends forever, Mandy.
Bet Mandy's not going to be your friend forever anymore.
Probably
This
not.
is Hank McCoy's room. We call him Beast, but not as an insult. You'll find out why when you meet him. To look at him, you'd never guess he was such a bookworm.
Ha 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 ha. Chalkboard. An old pivotal chalkboard is covered with a mess of equations, all overlapping each other. At the bottom is a final notation, need more chalk. It's a joke.
Because he's a nerd.
Now, in here is a pooter. Load screen reviews.
And that's it.
And we're done.
Now
We can now take the stairs down, or we can take the elevator down.
It does not matter. You're not allowed to go to...
You must finish your objectives before you're allowed to continue on.
Well, dang it, they're making you use the stairs.
Did
Or
you have a
tell
question,
her that I'm
Allison?
done with the tour.
I'm done with the tour.
If you're done with the tour, go back to Professor Xavier's office. He'll want to take you on a tour of the subbasement.
Thanks. I'll ask again if I need more info.
Ground floor. Okay, back this way.
Go righter. right. And there he is.
Hello, Alison. Are you ready to see the true purpose of the Institute?
Could you take me on the sub-basement tour?
Yes, indeed. You see, a majority of this facility is underground so as not to attract the attention of those who mean ill will towards mutant kind. It features state-of-the-art training equipment that helps prepare the X-Men for any challenges they may encounter.
I also hope it has more bedrooms for all the people who don't have bedrooms up here. You did
This
not
is the
plan
war
well for
room.
this, Professor.
From here, we keep a watchful eye on the world for any signs of trouble. This is also where the X-Men meet to formulate combat strategies.
What's that holographic globe?
That is the mission control computer. With it, you can examine and activate any missions that are currently available to the X-Men.
I'll have to take a look at that later.
Very good. Now, would you like a tour of the sub-basement, or would you prefer to explore on your own?
I'd like a sub-basement tour.
Feel free to inspect the rooms. I'll follow along and explain as we go.
Ooh, I need recording quality. Okay. Use war room computer.
Contact
Hello,
Forge.
my friends.
Oh, I'm not an X-Man. I'm just looking around the war room. Professor Xavier said it was okay. I saw this flashing button marked Muir Island, so I pushed it. Are you having trouble there?
Ah, yes, Alison, that was
Yes,
the best
the
idea.
Brotherhood
Push all the
stormed through here.
buttons.
Oh my gosh! Were you hurt?
Me? I'm fine.
Who are you?
My name's Forge.
I bet you've got some kind of mutant power, don't you?
I have the ability to build any type of machine.
That's kind of vague, dude.
Yeah.
Not very well
What was the
defined.
Brotherhood doing on Muir Island?
They broke into my workshop and tore the place apart in search of a particular piece of equipment.
What did they want?
What did they want?
They took some experimental equipment that masks mutant DNA from scanning devices.
Why would they want that?
I'm not sure. But while wearing the masking device, even Cerebro would not be able to detect them.
Okay, maybe also for Cerebro.
Yeah.
But also the Sentinels.
Talk to you later, Forge.
Anytime.
Beginning with your next away mission, you can visit Forge's workshop through extraction points.
You can buy stuff and sell stuff, but mostly buy stuff. Somewhere down here is there.
Wow, this is incredible.
Thank you. We're rather proud of it.
Okay. To the left, at the end of the hall, should be Cerebro.
Yep.
What in the world?
Why do they have a giant
This
sphere,
is
sphere
Cerebro,
room
a machine
for
designed to
Cerebro?
locate mutants anywhere on the planet.
Like, why can't they just have
Is
a
this how
normal
you found
room
me?
for Cerebro?
I don't know.
Precisely. We were able to pinpoint you when your mutant abilities began to manifest themselves several days ago.
This machine must be really powerful.
It is indeed. While wearing that headset, a telepath can feel the heartbeat of almost every sentient being on Earth. It could, potentially, overwhelm an untrained mind, though.
Whoa.
Yes. And in addition, Cerebro keeps detailed files on all known mutants.
Oh, you locked him out of the room. That's always something I've noticed when you go on the sub-basement tour.
Well, I mean, you know, it's not like it makes any difference. He can still talk to you.
Through the door.
Can't open that door.
You've never been able to open that door, and I
From
always
within
wondered
here, I control battle
danger room
situations
desk.
that take place in the training room you can see through those windows. The training room has earned the dubious
Charlie,
title of
what are you
the
doing?
Danger Room.
But the danger
Why
room
are
looks
you grooming
completely
your foot?
empty.
why. Is your foot
With the aid of
overly
advanced
dirty?
holography, any adversary or environment can be created out of nothingness. The
think I
Danger
locked
Room
him out
can
again.
simulate battle
I think you
situations
did.
from the surface of the moon to 1,000 feet below sea level.
It's a holodeck.
Holographs. So nothing in there is real.
Make no mistake, while the enemies in the danger room may not be real, the danger certainly is, as the bruises of the X-Men can attest.
What's the console over there?
That is the danger room computer.
What's it do?
It is the artificial intelligence created by Beast to run the danger room. With
It's
it,
weird,
a student can
some
access any of the training programs
Patrick
available.
Stewart's
You
line.
may use it later should you wish.
Sounds kind of scary, but
Some of them are
Fun.
recorded really well, and some of them aren't.
I'm glad you feel
See,
that
like
way,
this
Alison,
one, it's-
because I would
they've
now
got
like
the
to
levels
officially
cranked
extend
up,
you
especially
an
the
invitation to
bass.
join us here at the Institute.
But some of his other
Your
lines,
parents
I
hoped
guess
you
they
would
recorded
stay
them at different
to see if we could help
times or
you
something.
learn to control
They're
your
really
mutant abilities.
tinny and like with a different
Yeah.
microphone.
I don't know. This is all happening so fast.
There's no rush. This is a difficult
Of course,
decision.
even these that
So for
sound
the time
a little
being,
bit better,
consider
there is
yourself
a problem with them.
our
They're
guest.
actually recorded
Feel
at
free to
too high a
enjoy
level.
anything the mansion has
You
to
can kind of
offer.
feel it vibrating the speakers, even though the volume's turned down.
Oh, he glitched through the door.
Yeah, he made it.
He's fine.
Notice he moves pretty darn quick, too.
Gonna go ahead
These
with
are the
tour.
transport tubes, a quick way of getting to the second floor of the mansion.
Yeah,
But
I don't want to
I didn't
leave it
see
where
any
I've got like
entrance
2
to
or
the
3
tubes on the
rooms left
second
to do.
floor.
That's fair.
They're hidden, since the tubes are only used in emergencies.
Until Allison comes along.
Yes, Alison, what can I do for
Again.
you?
Never mind.
Never mind. Let's keep touring the sub-basement.
Open the gosh diddly dang
This is the
door.
laboratory of Hank McCoy, a gifted scientist and engineer. He was one of my first students at the Institute.
Isn't he the one they call Beast?
Yes, but that code name is a gross misrepresentation of the man. His mind is every bit as strong and agile as his body. It's his technical expertise that keeps the equipment down here running so smoothly.
Think there's anything to do in here.
Not right now, no.
That is one thing that kind of bugged me, is most things down here, the only point to them is they're just a space that you can set people.
The Hangar Bay houses the X-Men's main source of transportation. We call it
Yeah, so during
the
the tour,
X-Jet, a
basically what you do is
state-of-the-art
you go in a
and
room, you
constantly
leave the room.
upgraded aircraft.
Wow. That's cool.
Indeed. We keep the X-Jet prepped and ready to take off at a moment's notice.
Notice this is the one room that he doesn't move from
Yeah.
because, you know, stairs.
Stairs.
It's not handicap accessible.
He just gets to watch from the doorway.
Yeah. I think there's stuff in here later.
Yeah. Like Wolverine. And Wolverine's bike. That's the elevator.
Door here.
That's the med bay.
This is our medical facility. We've gone to a great deal of trouble to design equipment capable of handling the special needs of mutants. I believe that if necessary, these computers could even perform surgery without supervision.
That's a terrifying prospect, though. That they would need the computers to be able to do that.
This
last
is the
room.
Brig, A highly reinforced area designed to contain practically any mutant.
You keep prisoners?
No, not at all, Alison. But there are those rare occasions when we need to detain an individual before handing them over to the proper authorities.
Review enemy bios. Mystique. Not really any point in talking about Mystique because she's been basically everything. Fred. Okay, nothing else, nothing in here.
Later on, there are different people you can talk to in here, but...
Yeah. Okay, that's everything, isn't it?
Yep.
Yes, Alison. What can I do for you?
I'm done.
I'm done with the sub-basement tour.
Yay, objectives updated.
Okay, extraction point. Save game. And stop recording.